Welcome back, folks. This is Suave, and today we're going to be taking a look at a manga series known as Please Put Them On Takamine-San Volume 1. This is written by Yuichi Hiragi and published by Yen Press. We're going to take a look at what this story is all about, and more importantly, we're going to look at the inside of this manga book and see what it looks like on the inside, or at least parts of it, at least the parts that I can show you. So, without further ado, let's begin. Alright, folks, as always, we're going to take a quick look around the book. So here we have our front cover featuring Takamine-san herself. We also have the parental notice down here because there is quite a bit of explicit content in this book. We're going to take a quick look at the spine real quick. Very simple spine. It matches the same pink color we got. We got the title. We have the little pantsu icon. It's pretty funny. The logo and Takamine-san herself. And of course in the back we have pretty much the same leg design that we got in the front. But you know, it's cut off here, so we're going to see the whole zoomed in part here on the back. And also we have the synopsis and the Yen Press information on the bottom. So let's go ahead and take a look inside. So going inside the book, we can see that we have 6 chapters here going on in the table of contents. We have the first page here featuring Takamine-san surrounded by some of her classmates. And we're going to go over some pages of this book. Obviously, we're not going to go over every single page, but we're going to see what this story is all about. So because this is a mature content manga, I can't just go flipping around all willy-nilly through these pages, so I will be skipping around as we go. So this story revolves around 2 main characters. We have Takamine-san here on the top and Shirota-kun here on the bottom. And what's going on in this story is that Takamine-san has the ability to go back in time by removing a piece of her clothing. And normally nobody can really remember the events in the past. Only Takamine-san has that ability to recount anything that she lived through. However, we're seeing that Shirota-kun is able to recount all the events that just happened as soon as Takamine-san was able to remove a piece of her clothing, and now he's sort of reliving the past. And the only reason this is really happening is because Takamine-san slipped up a little bit. You see, the only reason he can recount these memories is because he got a glimpse of her bare naked breasts. That's right, if you got a peek at her bare naked breasts, that means that you now have the ability to be able to retain your memories whenever Takamine-san decides to go back into the past. Now, Takamine is not a big fan of this. She is one of those girls who knows that she is good looking in the class. She knows that she's the best looking girl in the class. She's also the class president. She holds a lot of power, and she uses her good looks in order to maintain that power and that perfection. And she has a bit of a little sassy attitude on her too. However, Takamine knows how to take advantage of this situation. Now that Shirota is able to retain his memories, she is going to put him to use. She's going to put him to work, meaning she wants him to basically be his slave. And in what she calls it is a closet. She wants him to be his personal closet, carrying around her underwear so that she can do it whenever she wants and not have to limit herself just once a day when they have the class break. He is going to have the responsibility to put the underwear back on her on command whenever she deems it. And ultimately, that's really what this story is all about. You have Takamine, the prettiest girl in school. She holds all the power. She wants to be perfect at everything that she does. And you have Shirota, who is basically following her wherever she goes, being able to make sure that she has the underwear that she needs in order to be able to go back in time. And over time, there is this relationship that builds up between these 2 characters because they are spending a lot of time together now. And Shirota, he's a young high school guy, so obviously he gets to spend time with the hottest girl in class, and any guy would want to do that, obviously. So, you know, he gets feelings that develop over time, but it's not so much that he wants to do things for her. It's more so that he wants to protect her, because there are times where she might be alone and he's thinking, wait, if I'm not there to provide her with the clothing that she needs and she's going out here with bare minimum clothing, then that means if she goes into trouble, then there could be a possibility that she won't be able to go back in time and use it for obvious reasons. However, there are reasons where in school where Takamine-san might not like the way that she said something, or she wanted to time it perfectly with something, and so she goes back in time just to redo a small little thing. And Shirota is sort of like taken aback by this, because he's like, are you kidding me? She's going to go back in time just to do this little thing? And over time, she does test his resolve. She wants to see how far is this guy going to go in order to meet my demands and be able to put these things on me. Because she does have sort of a thing on him. When he first decides to do this, he actually refused it. He didn't want to do this, but he was in a closet room with her while they were discussing this, and she sort of blackmailed him, making it look like that he was raping her, and she called out yelling for help. And so the police were coming, the students were all surrounding him. It was a very embarrassing situation, but he caved in and he said, "Fine, I'll do it." And so that's when she decided to go back in time and undo all of that. However, she can easily go back in time and undo that undoing if he were to neglect his duties as the closet. And so now he has this looming blackmailing thing going over him. And this is basically what it ends up being is Shirota having feelings for Takamine, Takamine kind of having feelings for Shirota, but it's a very, very weird situation to be in, a very weird relationship to be in. Now, like I said, this is a mature content manga, and I am skipping around a lot because I can't show you a whole lot of pages. I just skipped like this huge chunk right here because there's a huge chunk of just etchiness, and you get a whole lot of bare skin is all I'm going to say. But I will say it is a weird story, but I did enjoy reading it. I'm not going to lie to you. Now, this story is actually very intriguing. I really want to see where it goes because how far can you go with just this little going back and forth relationship with Takamine and Shirota, going to see how far Shirota is willing to help out Takamine, and seeing whether or not Takamine acknowledges him as more than just a plain old servant or a closet, as she calls him. And you do get some of those humanizing relationship moments where she does sort of acknowledge him and she does try to help him, but at the same time, she's probably not gonna admit that to his face that she's helping him. She still wants to put on that little that sassy face that she's a very commanding person. But in the end, I am really intrigued to see where the story is going to go and how it develops. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm already on board to seeing what Volume 2 is going to look like. And Volume 1 was pretty enjoyable, to say the least. But yeah, that's the basic gist of Please Put Them On, Takamine-san. Post your comments down below. Let me know what you think about this manga title so far. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like and subscribe because we will be doing some quick manga reviews like this in the near future. So with that being said, I will see you all next time. Bye everyone.